Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the D20 campaign here on Tabletop Simulator. Now that Toad has stopped acting like a 3-year-old, we can actually start the game. So, the campaign so far, the guys have been given the job of finding out why Obserlife is so interested in working with the Drazni, which is one of the slum gangs, by Bilar, the other slum gang. Since then, they have had bro dates. They have reached the factory. Snarbly Wolf has been working diligently and has been moved on to transporting ferricite, which is a magnetic, natural occurring alloy, which is also radioactive. So he's risking radioactive poison every day, but he's reasonably confident that he can use the fact that he's working with the ferricite in some way, at the very least in making money, considering ferricite is rare and valuable. Meanwhile,
So does Snarbly Wolf actually know he's being irradiated at this point, or no?
No, I made a good dice roll and I didn't get irradiated yet.
Well, he's been irradiated, but he's had no negative effects from it. Meanwhile, Nets has been going around like a bull in a china shop, drawing all sorts of unwanted attention and getting out of it by the skin of his teeth. He even James Bonded on his female mentor and grabbed her and snogged her and is now going on a date with her. And Bomber pulled Snarby Wolf into the shower for a secret conversation, and by doing so managed to get himself a reputation as the shower slut at work. So, and then he had a wonderful scene where he cocained up a security guard in the shower. So this is where we are. They have boarded the train home after their third day of work, I believe, and Toad has gone and invited Amanda to a shock roller game, or to a shock roller event. The game is being run on Sherrick, and Amanda has agreed to go. They're planning to sort of go and meet up later on at a place to view it, considering Nets is sharing a apartment with Bomber at the moment. And Bomber's been drinking himself stupid, and Snarby Wolf's been making plans as much as Snarby Wolf ever does make plans. Snarby Wolf's plan seems to be to do his job and then just hope information comes to him, but this may change in the near future. So, full disclosure for our players. Basically, I'm going to be running a little bit of DM Ex Machina, because Vagabond still hasn't been through his first combat, and I'm going to use the shock roller game that's going to be played tonight as a bit of a kind of Deus Ex Machina, DM Ex Machina, to get you guys together into a place where you can have a little bit of combat.
Ooh, do we get to play as the shock roller guys, or do we get in like a bar fight?
Bar fight.
So why doesn't that just happen after the game or something? Or after the shock roller game.
Well, that's kind of the point. Is you guys are all going to end up in a bar watching the shock roll thing, and the way it's sort of DM Ex Machina is Mr. Toad and Amanda are going to be on a date there, and you and Bomber are going to end up there, whether I have to have you dragged there by Bilar enforcers or not. That's DM Ex Machina. It's where the DM kind of decides that this is going to happen and railroads the players into having it happen, regardless of what the players want to do. It's considered bad practice, but considering I kind of read. Considering I need to get you through at least one combat that's very simple before you get up to like level 15, and like the first combat will be at like level 6, and they'll be ridiculously overpowered characters you're facing. At least at level 1, I can keep the combat nice and simple. Other than that, an option for you guys as players. Basically, I can do a bit about the shock roller game. There can be descriptions of the shock roller game, things like that. Or we can basically just say that the shock roller game is being played on the holocube, and leave it to the imaginations.
So how does the holocube work? Is it like a TV that's some sort of like is it like the hologram things like in Star Wars where it produces like a light or something? And
it's a little bit like the modern plexiglass 3D dimensional holograms, but much better quality. It's a combination of 3D holograms and a 2D display screen. Basically, it uses the 2D display screen as a background for the holograms, and that way you can have an element of 3D included into a 2D show, but without wearing stupid glasses, and with like basically within the sort of shock roller game, it's used for referencing because it's played on a 3D plane. It's used for referencing where players are and things, so that you have a better understanding of how the game is being played.
All right.
Okay, so Amanda has agreed to meet up with Toad in a bar later on that night to watch the shock roller tournament and have a little date. And that was agreed at the end of last session on the train. Basically, the bar is going to be a bar that Amanda chooses in the Drasny district of the central slums, so the slightly nicer area of the slums, the area that was originally a colony area. And she knows a bar in that area owned by the Drasny that she has interest in going to, and she has invited Toad along. So, guys, in the meantime, like there's a few hours before the shock roll tournament starts, a few hours before Toad's date starts. So, Toad, what are you up to? And Bomber and Snarly Wolf, what are you guys up to?
I'll let you guys start off.
I'm just drinking until I.
Whatever you guys are doing, I call the shower, cause I'm getting purdied up.
I'm just gonna take a couple.
How long would it take for me to go to the marketplace and buy something, or would it be open at this time?
The marketplace, at least the lower third market's open like all night long. You could stay on the magnetic rail and stop off at the marketplace. It'd probably take you maybe an hour and 40 minutes to go to the marketplace and come back to the house.
And how long do we have before the date starts?
A couple of hours. Like, you don't have to go on the date with Toad. Like, you can end up at the bar later on.
No, before we have to go to the bar, really. Yeah.
Please don't come on the date with me.
Dude, go on the date with him.
Just breathe down his neck the whole time.
Just follow him. Follow him the entire time, but say nothing.
Mask-wearing Snarly Wolf. Staring over from the booth behind us kind of deal.
So, strange question. Do they sell radiation suits at the marketplace?
Okay, I'm actually going to roll a requisition check to see if you actually can find a radiation suit. It's a rare item, so the DC would be 18. So no, radiation suits are not available at the marketplace at this time.
Well, in that case, Bomber, you were gonna teach Snarly Wolf how to read, eh?
Yeah. You still want to do? You still want to learn to read?
Yeah, I think we better start now.
Can I? How drunk am I at this point?
You're drunk, but that will just make you trying to teach Snarly Wolf entertaining.
Okay.
Like, Snarly Wolf is learning to read from a guy who's basically bladdered.
Okay, I'm gonna stop drinking now. And
Okay.
let's see if I can pull out a book to teach you how to read. I gotta find a book here to read to this mask-wearing degenerate.
Okay, so Bomber and Snarly Wolf settle themselves down to a early session in learning to read.
While reading Moisture Evaporators, the extended edition.
I was thinking more along the lines of, I don't know, like Ipton Busty Babes 3 or something.
I was thinking swearing's allowed here, right?
Yes, swearing's allowed.
Sir.
I was thinking the popular children's book "Go to Fuck to Sleep"
Dude,
by Adam Mansbach.
What do you think I'm looking for?
Wow, like in-game advertisement, like fucking in-game advertisement for a completely unrelated product. This was not a sponsored video.
Yeah. and 50 if you're gonna do like an insert of it, keep it short because copyright and crap.
I think
I
can just do that.
I was just thinking, just
I
make
can
stuff.
just do that. There you go. So that's the book we're gonna read there.
Okay. For some reason, For some reason, digging around in his small collection of books, Bomber manages to find a comedy children's book from Earth in the 19th century.
An ancient Earth
I
tale.
collect old shit.
A couple of 100 years old, but
Oh.
okay.
Do you have?
It's it's updated. It's updated, so it's a children's book that's been passed down through time because it's so iconic.
So
Yep,
now it uses
and-
terms like Feldercarb and Smeg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And instead of you've had your drink, go to bed, it's you've had your hydration supplement, go to bed.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta start find the inside of the book. I can find Samuel L. Jackson narrating it, but not the actual book itself.
I don't think you actually need to read a section of the book live on the game.
Okay.
You could just make something up like Stinky touched me very slowly.
Oh God!
This is not. I am not Butters, and I am not writing the poop that took a pee. Okay. Shit.
No, he's apparently if Stinky touched him very slowly, apparently this is just recounting the fucking shower scene again.
Yeah.
Oh God. I didn't even get his name though, and he was in the shower, so he shouldn't have been Stinky. I mean,
No,
this is
you're
referencing another-
Stinky.
Okay, it's me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no debate there.
So, right. So Toad's gone and freshened himself up. And have you spent 3 hours prettying yourself, Toad?
Probably like 45 minutes prettying myself, and then another 20 minutes deciding whether or not to wear the suit. And deciding that it's probably not a good idea with Amanda to wear the suit.
Wear a
Yeah.
suit.
Probably not a good idea to wear a suit with a girl like Amanda.
Mhm.
Although I don't know why I'm giving you fucking tips.
Because
Hey,
you're the
I
character.
figured that one out myself.
Okay, so the game, the hour rolls around, and Toad heads off to meet Amanda at one of the Drazni magnetic rail stations. And Amanda is done up nice, and she meets him coming off the magnetic rail, and she says hello.
When you say
And,
done up nice, is she's just like she's put herself together well, or like she's in dress clothes? And I
Is
completely
it
missed
nice
the mark
or is
on
it
that one.
nice-ish?
Do I-
It's nice-ish. I'm imagining.
do I like post something stupid or?
Oh,
Pull
something
up that
stupid.
represents what you're thinking and also stupid.
If it's Scooter's sister from Borderlands, I will punch you in the nuts.
I'm sorry. It's who?
Scooter's sister, Borderlands
Oh.
2, the big
The fat one?
Yes.
big fat lady,
Oh, it better not be the fat one.
the great big fat lady. Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, guys, you are amusing, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like she's not exactly wearing a little black dress, but
From
she's done herself up. She's not wearing an overall, and
I'm completely
she looks
okay
like
with
Harley
that.
Quinn.
No, that's
The Necromancer.
the Necromancer. Yeah, what's her
From
name?
Borderlands 2,
Gage.
I hate that.
Yeah.
so we're talking like sort of long leg, dark red trousers, dark red undershirt,
Yeah.
waistcoat jacket, hair done up, kind of like.
Because if you would have said like she came in little black dress, I'm like, damn it, I should have wore the suit.
And she says hi, and she seems a little bit shy, which is kind of odd for her considering she was swearing.
She
and
says
cursing.
hi, and I say hello.
To which you get kind of like a snort laugh and a punch on the shoulder.
Oh,
So
roleplay is
she-
fun.
She leads Toad into the Drazney, slightly posher area of the Drazney slums, and she leads Toad to a bar called Amnesia. And outside Amnesia is a massive crowd. And
Is
almost
it for
straight
the
away,
shock roller game?
this is the night of the shock roll game. And just like with big football tournaments and things, a lot of bars are heaving. The reason why Amnesia is so popular tonight is there is a massive, great big sign outside declaring that it has a full 4D cinematic display, which in the slums, the 4D
That's a
cinematic
big
displays
deal.
are quite hard to maintain. Probably like if you were going to have a half cinematic display, if you're going to have a half-sized one, there might be maybe a couple of dozen, maybe 30 bars with those. But the full cinematic 3D displays, you're probably talking like 3 or 4 bars in the slums would have access to those. So there's a massive crowd heaving outside.
And just as a roleplay point, as we're walking up, I have to make note to Amanda that, yeah, this bar looks like a really nice place, but I got no clue how I'm ever going to remember the name.
She's just, at this point, she finds you quite an amusing person. She finds you annoying, but then most people do. But she also finds you very humorous. So she spent probably most of the walk from the train station laughing and cracking jokes with you. Her kind of jokes are very similar to yours. She has a similar sense of humor. So
It's shitty.
yeah, it's a really bad sense of humor.
It's
Yeah.
just terrible. It makes everyone sad, but they laugh out of pity. Okay.
You two are pretty much for one another.
Oh.
So the crowd has a sort of queue to it. It's more of a crowd than a queue, but you can tell that the people at the front have kind of like first dibs on getting to the door because they're at the front. But Amanda just kind of starts shouldering her way through the crowd with you tagging along behind her. If you start to fall behind, she turns around and just kind of grabs you by the belt and continues to drag you through the crowd.
Grab me by the belt now. Okay.
Well, hey, it's a convenient handhold. That's what most of the girls say. Oh, God. She drags you up to the entrance to the club, and there's a few decent-sized bruiser bouncers standing outside the club, at which point she grabs hold of one of the bouncers, giggles, kisses him on the cheek, and introduces you to Uncle Nick.
Okay.
Uncle Nick looks you up and down and just kind of gestures at the small baton he has at his belt and makes a meaningful face towards you.
I nod and kind of clear my throat and continue on following Amanda.
And Amanda drags you into the bar, and you end up inside Amnesia.
Ooh, I like that.
That is very nice. Yes.
Huh.
That's okay. I'm gonna hang on a sec. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna save
Did
that.
you juxtapose the text on there yourself?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
I
blatant
called
ripoff of everybody else's work.
I called the bar Amnesia because that was the name that came with the picture.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Oh.
Plagiarize. So the inside of the bar Amnesia is actually quite busy, despite what the picture shows.
Mhm.
There's quite a few people in there. The center of the dance floor has been given over to what would normally be on the right-hand side of the room. The center of the dance floor has been given over to the full 3D cinematic display.
Mm.
It's roughly 8.5 foot across, about 4 foot high, and about 4 foot deep. And it is a massive plexicrystal display. And already is the sort of pre-game roll for the shock roll tournament. There's lots of people sort of milling about. The bar has set out additional chairs and additional seating, additional standing areas. There's a brisk business going on behind the bar with about 6 barmen doing very fast business. And the start of the shock roller tournament should be in about roughly half an hour. And there's a bit of music. There's a little space where people are bouncing.
what
The
kind
bar's
of
still a
music's being
functional.
played there?
There's some sort of light techno going at the moment. it's kind of overlapped, kind of in a very discordant manner with the pre-roll for the Shock Roller tournament. So you've got people talking about the different products that have sponsored the tournament, the different corporations that have paid towards the tournament. You've got massive sweeping shots of the arena, which is a gently lit cube of grid bars suspended between 4 satellites orbiting Cherik in a low orbit. You've got the rise of Cherik behind it. It's a very kind of nice sort of image, and it's all playing the pre-roll. There's discussions about the safety, the fact that at this particular tournament last season, 2 shock roller guys died because of damage to their uniforms and catastrophic depressurizations. Shock roller is not a safe sport.
Sounds fun though. Sounds fun though. Let's be honest.
True. And you have the introductions of the presenters and the experts who are going to be kind of assisting the presenters by talking about the different plays and things, ex-players and ex-coaches and things that no longer play the sport. So you've got the pre-roll buzzing on, and Toad and Amanda have arrived in the club. Meanwhile, Bomber and Snarby Wolf are learning English together. And Bomber gets a text from a old friend of his who he sent a text to earlier that night. A friend of his who is a man of... Yeah, he's a coke dealer.
Okay, good.
I was going to be slightly more gentle than that. I was going to say a man of alternate income, but...
No. I need my
he's a coke dealer.
I need my space coke guy.
And he invites you because you texted him at the right time. He invites you to Bar Amnesia because he's got 2 spare VIP tickets.
You want to go party, dude?
Sure.
Go.
I can just imagine this after reading him the inappropriate children's book. It's like, hey dude, wanna
party?
Party?
I mean,
You're just drunk off your ass, and now you're stumbling to the bar.
Yep.
Oh.
Go get me some space coke. Hey,
DMX Machina.
Woo.
That is... Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. Okay. So, Toad is currently at the bar with Amanda. Amanda's enjoying herself. She's having a little dance. She's dragging Toad around by his belt buckle. She's obviously the kind of girl who, although she's crude and crass at work, she's also crude and crass at the bar.
She just wants what she wants.
She wants what she wants, and she's also not the kind of girl who takes much shit from anyone. At one particular point, she's dancing, and a young guy comes up and starts dancing behind her in a suggestive manner, at which point she kicks him in the shin and tells him to fuck off. She's not the kind of person who's particularly worried about what people think.
Fair enough.
And Blastertoad, or should I... sorry, not Blastertoad, 50-foot Ant, or should I say Bomber, and Vagabond or Snarly Wolf are headed to the bar because Bomber wants some space cocaine. Space cocaine.
That's really the only reason. That's the only reason I'm going to this bar is space drugs. Possibly space heroin.
To the front of the bar or something, or...
We're just walking and I'm waiting for... I meet my guy outside, I assume.
No, he's inside. He's watching the Shock Roll tournament. He's in the bar, but that's why there are tickets.
Well, I'm going to leave Amanda for a moment and walk up to the bar to grab us some drinks.
I assume there's roll call at the front.
He texted you tickets.
Oh, he texted me tickets. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm handicapped. That's my excuse.
Before we can go anywhere,
I'm a bit drunk.
I nudge Bomber at the I nudge at Bomber's shoulder, and I point to him at the text Bar Amnesia. What does that mean?
What, the word itself,
Yeah,
or
what does the sign say?
it says bar Amnesia? It's
Oh, okay,
it's the
yeah.
bar we're going to.
Well, which
You-
one's
you-
which?
The small one with 3, 1. You can count, yes. You just can't
Yes, he can
read.
count. Yes, he can
Okay,
count.
the small one with 3 letters is bar. The big one with 6, 7 letters is
Thomas drunk, he can't count.
it's hey, come on. Yeah. 7 letters is amnesia. You'll learn more after I'm less
Right.
drunk, more I need to be level headed. I need to be some coke.
All right, well, we'll let you know this. This is like my greatest stream, so I think you don't know how much this really means to me and stuff. So thank you.
Don't
No
okay.
pressure or nothing, eh?
Yeah, no pressure, just it's only my dream. If you screw this up, I might eat you in your sleep. Terrifying master man. God damn it. These are just my thoughts. This is me thinking. I'm afraid I'm just gonna get brutally molested.
All right. So where's that space cocaine guy?
He's inside. I don't know where. I assume at the bars, so I mean I'll follow the large scary man in. I'll let you go first.
Mhm.
Okay, well, so
So
while you guys are sauntering into the bar, I'm gonna ask the bartender to get me something fun.
The bartender looks at you for a split second with a slightly confused face, and then just goes straight back to making drinks. About sort of like 30 seconds later, a drink appears in front of you. It's in a slightly spiraled glass container, a little bit like a vase, but spiraled. It's bright pink with a kind of misty blue or purple liquid going down through it. It's got little sparkles in it. It's got a little tiki umbrella.
Okay, and then I
it's got a
also order a Scotch neat.
a neat scotch as well. Okay.
Okay, and then I walk back to Amanda, hand her the Scotch, and start sipping on my pretty drink.
I knew it was coming, and I still wasn't expecting it.
I thought I was gonna have to describe the drink, but Droid did it for me. I was
That was
expecting him to
perfect.
give me drugs or something. I'm like, no, I meant like something like pink and sweet.
No,
But no, he just gave me the nice.
Yeah.
He thought of the gayest drink he could think of and made it for the gayest guy he saw.
I really want a sexy Jack and Coke now.
Of course you do, Toad. Of course you do.
It's a Jack and Coke, but with a Bellini in it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's pretty awesome.
See, when Toad said "sexy Jack and Coke," I heard "sexy Jack, comma Coke," as in cocaine and someone's jacking off.
That also works.
No, it does not. Let's continue.
Yes,
Game.
it does.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
So over at the bar, the dealer Corvos meets up with 50-foot meets up with Bomber and meets up with Snarby Wolf, and basically he's quite excited about the shock roll tournament because he's got quite a big bet on Ipton, because Ipton have an all new lineup this year, and they're going to kick ass at the invitational tournament that's going on to start the season. And he's quite excited. He's quite bouncy and bubbly. He's kind of miffed slightly that you're insistent upon talking business with him, but he doesn't mind dealing with you. And after a little while, a little bit of haggling backwards and forwards, you manage to restock yourself on your personal supply of Space Coke. Space Coke. I have to do that every time, don't I?
Yes, you do.
If you want to.
It's like a tick.
I'm
I
back
can't stop
Five
myself.
Space Coke.
Yes, you have stocked yourself back up to 5 Space Coke. In the meantime, like the pre-roll for the Space Shock tournament, for the Shock Roll tournament, is winding down towards an end, and the 3D display, cinematic display cube, or cinematic display rectangle, I suppose. Cuboid. Yay, geometry. Sorry, my brain's gone now. The 3D display switches over to a large desk. Seated behind are two young men, one of whom has a light brown beard. The other one's clean shaven, and behind them, through a large window, it's obviously not a display, it's obviously a window. Behind them, through a large window, is the scene of the shock roller arena hanging between the stations. So they're obviously seated on one of the stations orbiting above Cherrick, and they begin the general patter, greeting everyone to the 64th season, to the first tournament in the 64th season of the Finari League for shock rollers. And
All right.
this... Oh, go ahead.
Question: does the space coke even me out from my drunken state? Like, is it anything equivalent to the real life effects of cocaine on an alcoholized system, or
Basically,
will it just
within
get
kind
more effect?
within kind of like the rules is like different chemicals have different benefits and negatives as you take them. The main negative of alcohol is to reduce your intellect and your wisdom. It also slightly reduces your dexterity, but increases your strength. The space cocaine would further reduce your wisdom, but it would bump your intellect back up because you'd be thinking faster. Basically, it would act as a stimulant on your nervous system rather than a depressant.
Okay.
So you can start to even yourself out. It would also drop your constitution in exchange for boosting your strength. So there's interplaying things. But if you want to kind of like even yourself out from being drunk by expending some space cocaine, I don't see why not. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that.
All right, I'm gonna bug my dealer for a quick bumperoo.
Okay, so Bomber's getting bumped over by the bar. That's bumped
And-
people, not bummed. There's a P in there.
Yeah, so my intelligence and everything intelligence is probably back up to what it was before.
Intelligence is up, wisdom is down,
Okay.
and your strength is probably up enough to get you a +1 modifier bonus for
Okay.
a short period of time.
I want to take a look around and try and find the guard from earlier today.
Okay, so you've gone to a random bar in a part of the Drazni-owned third of the slums, and you're planning to look for the guard that you had creepy shower masturbation with. Okay.
Yup. Just
roll spot.
Come on, don't be gay. Oh,
An
it
8.
was so close to not being gay. It was so close to being straight.
He's not even in the bar anyway, so.
Okay. Shit. Alright. Alright, well,
What were you gonna do? Confront him and his wife at the bar?
well,
That's disgusting.
there's no, we work together. Hey, how's it going?
He was probably going to ask the barman if he could have a shower.
I'm not gonna live that down. That was a moment of absolute Down syndrome, and it set off this whole chain of just idiocy.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
I love how we all agree on that. It's just like,
Yeah.
you done messed up.
Yeah, I done goofed. All right, I'm gonna go up to the bar, grab a drink, and just kind of find a comfortable seat.
Okay, so Bomber's headed for seat. Snarpy Wolf, you up to anything?
I see. Where's Toad? I mean, where's Nets at?
I'm dancing with a pink drink and a pretty girl.
Yep. A
All right,
pretty
so
girl who's drinking the manly drinks.
Are you dancing
he's
like
not
you do in real life, or?
Oh god, I hope not.
Oh God, I hope so. Cause yes, we need
roll a performance check.
Yes.
Oh, I love to see this.
One.
Or-
Oh, it's like you do in real life.
He is dancing exactly like he dances in real life.
I love how you're backing him up, Droid, and you've never seen me dance.
How?
Oh,
embarrassing.
it's terrible. It looks like somebody's shocking somebody who's already having a seizure.
And
So
it's only
he,
Sorry, but it's true.
and it's only compounded by the fact that he is dancing with someone who is obviously reasonably graceful, but at the same time gives no fuck. So he's going all fucking out, like proper full on, full body, no
He's
restraint
making-
dancing.
He's making the biggest one of himself.
It's like when I'm cutting the grass. Oh.
You're literally making the worst impression on any sane human being.
Hey, at least it's providing her a good laugh.
Yep. Like Amanda's enjoying this. Amanda thinks this is a good night out.
so
So-
he's not doing anything interesting. So I think I'll take a look around. I guess I'll take a look at the shock roller tournament, see how everything's going on there.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a choice. Like, I can do a little bit about the shock roll tournament and give you guys some descriptions and things of stuff that's going on. But at the same time, I don't want to just turn this into me talking at you guys. So it depends on kind of how interested you guys are in to an imaginary sport.
Well, what's
I
your
do have
guys'
one
vote?
question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there a guy named Sokol who is on one of the teams?
There might be. Why?
I don't know. I just thought it was a cool name. Anyway, give me a couple of descriptions of what's going on during the shock roller tournament.
Okay. I was just wondering, do we want to cut here? We can do the description of the shock roller game as its own video, and then the viewers can decide whether to watch it or
themselves.
skip it themselves. Because I'm quite interested, but maybe not all our viewers are.
That sounds fine by me. You can cut the video here, and we can come back to the shock roller tournament in the next episode.